All right, guys, welcome. If you're watching this video, you are on the Lineman to Lean Man current intake form. So what this form is going to ask you about, just a few simple things. We're to go through just some general client information. Let me learn a little bit about you, age, size, gender, etc. From there, we're to go through some current client specifics. Let me learn a little bit more about you during this process. So then, hopefully, as we meet via Zoom, phone call, in person, whatever it may be, to get this going, I have plenty of background upon who you are and what your goals are. Then we're going to go to health and medical history. So this is just helpful so I can learn a little bit more, once again, about you, what you're going through, if there's any injuries, how we can work through those, right? Everyone's got different injuries, everyone's got different problems. Happy to help work through those, but the key here is just clear communication. Then we go to nutrition preferences. Once again, I'm going to be helping you, for most of you, lose weight, right? That's just something I've done, dropping from 305 all the way down at my lowest to 218. Now in the high, really in the low 230s now, dropping even beat that 218. So once again, I need to know nutrition preferences, right? Hopefully you're not a vegan, but right, we can get through any nutrition preference. Let me know what you like, what you don't like. We'll go from there. We're going to push some boundaries here, try some new foods, but also we're going to focus on things you enjoy eating so it can be sustainable. You can lose weight and then you can maintain that weight loss. From there, we're going to go through some physical activity and training, what you currently do now. Please be honest here. If it's only once, twice a week, that's completely fine. Or if it's only at work, you're moving around. Or if it's, you're working out 4 to 5 times a week, but maybe just not eating the right thing. For this physical activity and training, let me know what you're up to, what you're doing, whether that's powerlifting or running or just some simple at-home workouts, whatever it may be. Great. Let me know, and we can build off of that to improve your body composition and hit your goals, both short-term and long-term. From there, just going to review some lifestyle and what your schedule looks like. So help me understand what you go through day to day. Once again, the more detail you put into these answers, the better I can give you as a service, help you achieve your goals, but also make sure it fits into your lifestyle, right? We don't want to be having 6 meals a day. If you have some crazy work meetings all the time, maybe it's better to only have 2 to 4 meals or whatever it may be, or maybe certain times you can train. So let me know. We'll figure out those time blocks. We'll make sure we manage time effectively, and we'll make sure you can hit those goals. Lastly, speaking of goals, I want to figure out what your goals are. Short term, first 1 to 2 months, what is success to you? What does success look like? We work together for a month or two. What is that goal for you? Is that 10 pounds loss? Is that reducing your waist size from 40 to 38? What is it for you for those first 1 to 2 months, right? That's sometimes the hardest thing. Once you start seeing the results, you're going to continue to be motivated. And then from there, I want to learn that kind of medium-term goal, right? It's important to understand, okay, 4 to 6 months, what do I really want to be? It might be, okay, by that time, I want to lose, 30 to 50 pounds, whatever it may be. I want to be able to run a 5K. I want to be able to run a half marathon. I want to, whatever it may be, be the same weight I was in high school, right? Maybe you haven't been the same weight you were back in high school. So let me know what those goals are. And we'll talk about those, of course, during our meeting in the future. But this just helps me out to understand what you really want to do, what you're driven by. And then lastly is that long-term goal. So that's really what we're talking about, a year plus. So a lot of it's going to be, right, if you're looking to lose weight, we want to maintain that weight loss. That's one of the biggest things. So many people lose weight, whether it's through crash dieting or regular dieting or exercise or whatever it may be, but a lot of times they put it back on. So the biggest goal many of the times is going to be losing the weight and then keeping it off. So that's something I really try to focus on with myself, right? It's been over 3 years that I lost weight from 300 plus down, and I've kept that between typically 220 to 240. Right now, right in between, sitting around 230 right now, and looking to cut down for the summer. So once again, I'm practicing what I preach, right? This is something I've done. I've maintained it for 3 years. I've worked in the corporate environment. I've worked corporate sales. Okay. I understand what that environment's like, whether that's hybrid, whether that's at home, whether that's traveling. I understand working in a startup. I've been there. I've done that. I've worked in a cannabis startup, both on the farm, both in the sales process, going around all of New York State, even nationwide to trade shows in Las Vegas. Okay, totally understand. What you're going through in that situation, how we can adapt the exercise. I understand what it is to be in an extremely intense, tight schedule situation. Okay, I coached college football at Wagner College. I was the tight ends coach. I was a graduate assistant helping out with the O-line, head JV coach. Still was finding a way to get in workouts, to eat healthy while being on campus, while working extremely long hours. And that was the best shape I've ever been in, was working 14 to 16 plus hours a day. So totally understand that. And then as a first responder too, I'm somebody who, if you want to become a first responder, maybe if you are currently a first responder and you want to get in some better shape, you passed all those PT tests a few years ago, and now you're like, shoot, man, I don't know if I could do that now, or I want to be in better shape. I totally understand that too. From last year in 2024, from May to November, I was a wildland firefighter. I was on a 20-person hand crew, type 2 crew, where we went around primarily Oregon. We're on a burn crew. So whether that was digging line, which is extremely strenuous activity near a fire, hiking with a 50+ pound pack, and hiking 10 to 15 miles a day on 14 days at a time, 2 to 3 days off, continuing that for 6 months. So I understand that lifestyle as well, and now I'm here to help you. So whatever lifestyle that may be, you're looking to drop some weight, you're looking to get healthy, you're maybe a former lineman like myself, and you're looking to become a lean man. That's where I'm here to help. Okay, so I've already worked with plenty of people, helping them get down and get in some great shape. Feel free to check out my Instagram, Jack_Klenk, Klenk. You can see more of what I'm doing day to day, and I'll be posting here more on YouTube as well in the future, showing you guys what I do to stay lean, what I do to help people stay lean, and some recommendations both for training, exercise, supplementation, all of that. So feel free to follow, subscribe for more information, and please fill out that coaching questionnaire with as much detail as possible so I can help you reach those goals, man, and pump the work together. So appreciate it. Thanks.